ARIA Las Vegas was once supposed to be the future of the Strip. When it opened in 2009 as the centerpiece of the massive $8.5 billion CityCenter project, it was marketed as the ultra-modern rebirth of Las Vegas luxury, clean architecture, seamless technology, and a sophisticated alternative to the theme resorts that defined the 1990s and early 2000s. Gone were the volcanoes, pirate ships, and Roman gods. ARIA represented a smarter Vegas, a sleek Vegas, the kind of Vegas that did not need a gimmick because it was the attraction. But here we are in 2025, and the big problem is that ARIA's entire brand strategy has aged faster than anybody expected. The resort that once looked like the future now feels like it is already stuck in the past. ARIA's main selling point has always been its technology. Rooms that wake up as soon as you walk inside, touch panels that control lighting and curtains, smart features everywhere. But what was cutting edge in 2010 now feels like outdated tech bloat. Guests do not brag about fancy curtains anymore. They want immersive experiences, not a touchscreen that breaks or confuses them. And that is the big twist. The exact features that once made ARIA innovative are now seen as annoyances. People complain that the on-screen controls glitch, that simple things like turning on a light require tapping through menus. When you're paying luxury prices, you do not want to feel like you're fighting with software at midnight just to close the blinds. Then there is ARIA's identity crisis. Every major luxury resort on the Strip has something that defines it instantly. Bellagio has the fountains, Wynn has elegance and prestige, Caesars has the history and iconic theming, Venetian has indoor canals. Even newer properties like the Cosmopolitan have a unique personality built around nightlife and social media culture. But what is ARIA known for? What is the one thing people travel to Vegas specifically to see at ARIA? Most tourists would struggle to name anything. The resort is visually impressive, tall glass towers, modern styling, but it does not have a signature attraction. In a city where attention is everything, ARIA plays it too safe. ARIA's location within CityCenter is supposed to be a strength, but it is starting to feel like a disadvantage. Park MGM and the T-Mobile Arena have become the busiest energy hubs nearby, and the Cosmopolitan completely overshadows ARIA in nightlife and hype. CityCenter was once imagined as the new heart of Vegas, the billionaire brainchild of MGM, but only half of that fantasy came true. The Crystal Shopping Center struggles with dead areas. Vdara has no casino, and Waldorf Astoria is extremely quiet, designed for a guest type that does not bring energy into the overall complex. ARIA is stuck in the middle of this strange ecosystem, surrounded by luxury but starving for attention. On the casino floor, ARIA looks polished but not exciting. The layout feels almost corporate, like it was designed by architects who wanted to win awards instead of create a crowd. Luxury gamblers do not want to feel like they are in a high-end shopping mall with slot machines. They want atmosphere, adrenaline, and a sense of exclusivity that ARIA struggles to generate. High rollers now gravitate toward Wynn. Young, high-energy players choose Cosmo, and budget players skip ARIA entirely. That leaves the casino in a dangerous middle position that does not dominate any category. Food and beverage used to be a huge weapon for ARIA, but even there, the city has passed it by. With Resorts World offering globally recognized dining brands, the Cosmopolitan reinventing culinary trends every year, and Caesars and Wynn continuously refreshing the restaurant lineups, ARIA's once prestigious dining portfolio now feels too calm, too predictable, and too expensive for what it delivers. When guests say a restaurant is nice but nothing special, that is the death sentence of Vegas hospitality. And like almost every major property on the Strip today, ARIA has not escaped the corporate squeeze. Guests are paying more but getting less. Cocktail service takes longer. Staff are stretched thin. And for a resort that is supposed to be refined, guests notice every slip in service. ARIA built its brand on being a luxury product, but the harder MGM cuts, the more the cracks show. Technology cannot replace hospitality. Apps cannot replace human attention, and modern luxury becomes meaningless without people who deliver it. Meanwhile, the competition keeps getting louder. The Sphere is sucking in millions of visitors with groundbreaking visuals. Luxury guests are being swallowed up by Wynn and Venetian. Fontainebleau, even with its issues, is drawing guests who want something fresh. Even Park MGM, once seen as the weak link in the area, has a stronger, unique identity now thanks to nightlife and the no-smoking casino concept. ARIA has beautiful architecture, but architecture does not trend on TikTok. People do not travel for subtle sophistication. They travel for big, bold, unforgettable moments, and that is something ARIA does not offer enough of. There is another major threat. ARIA is aging. That sleek glass design everyone admired in 2009. Vegas has built a dozen towers since then with the same modern style. ARIA does not look unique anymore. It looks like the default luxury hotel. And in Vegas, being the default means you are already falling behind. Renovations are needed and MGM knows it. But with so many pressing priorities, Mandalay Bay upgrades, Luxor struggles, Bellagio refresh cycles, ARIA may not jump the line anytime soon, and every year they wait gives the competition more oxygen. ARIA also suffers from a brand energy mismatch. MGM wants the property to appeal to high-end gamblers, but the average visitor walking through the doors feels like a business traveler who extended their stay by one day. This hotel has always had a certain corporate vibe, and in a city where fun and fantasy fuel spending, being the mature choice is not working. Not when 25 to 40-year-olds now dominate the Vegas tourism economy and demand spectacle. So ARIA is trapped in this bizarre limbo. Too expensive to be casual, too reserved to be thrilling, too new to be nostalgic, and too old to feel cutting edge. It has everything money can buy except the one thing that actually makes a Vegas resort matter: excitement. ARIA does not create stories. It does not create memories people brag about for years. It does not have a headliner attraction that goes viral. It is like a luxury car with the engine turned off, shiny but silent. The irony is, ARIA could absolutely fix this. The bones are fantastic. The rooms are large and well designed. The infrastructure is high-end. The location, while surrounded by competition, is still prime. A bold change, a new entertainment signature, a complete casino personality refresh, a push toward cultural relevance could make ARIA the star it was supposed to be. The problem is whether MGM will actually make that investment. Right now, the focus in Vegas is on the loudest product wins, immersive shows, influencer experiences, visuals that make people stop and stare. ARIA has none of that, and MGM seems more focused on squeezing profits than sparking excitement. So the final question becomes, in a city that rewards risk-taking, can a resort like ARIA survive by being safe? If it does not evolve fast, it could become the hotel that represents the most painful fate in Vegas. A place that is not hated or failing, just ignored. And being forgettable in Las Vegas is the most dangerous position of all, because once a luxury resort stops making people feel something, they do not come back.